Hey there, my handsome and pretty little Cobras, and welcome back to the Cobra's Nest. For those of you who are new, my name is Mignon Cobra, and I make videos on minimalism. So for those of you who are new, I've been a minimalist for 10 years. I became a minimalist in 2014. It is now 2025. A little bit longer than that, I guess 11 years. So I wanted to share, if you do want to do minimalism long term, and still keep doing it and still be happy and not go insane, I want to share 3 things. I only got 3 things. I really don't have the attention span to edit long videos anymore. I'm gonna tell you guys 3 things that I think would really help you enjoy the journey, make the journey enjoyable. Yeah, because I think at the end of the day, that was the whole point of minimalism, to be happy. So yeah, these tips have nothing to do with decluttering, with getting yourself to fit into a suitcase. It has nothing to do with that, and has everything to do with what is up here, because I think at the end of the day, that was what we were all looking for, right? Hey guys, video editing Nat here. I'm just video editing. Yeah, I just wanted to take a little quick commercial break from me, and I just wanted to let you guys know that if you are enjoying the minimalism content, you guys can definitely check out my book. I do have a book on minimalism on Amazon, and I have the link down in the description box. If you would love to support my channel, you can definitely check out the book. I have all of my minimalism goodies and tips available for reading, and I would highly appreciate it if you considered buying the book. And if not, I just want to thank my little Cobra babies for all of their continued support. So yeah, back to today's regularly scheduled program. So coming in at number 1, figuring out the nuance between does it spark joy and declutter it even if it sparks joy. So there's 2 camps that have really influenced my minimalism journey. Marie Kondo and her idea of does it spark joy, so decluttering what doesn't spark joy and keeping what does. And then on the other side, Fumio Sasaki, who kind of is more of an extreme minimalist or essentialist, and he has this mantra that you should declutter it even if it does make you happy, and that your home should not be a museum of things that you thought would make you happy. So I've tried both styles. I was definitely very core Fumio. Fumio was my vibe. I loved his stuff. I really liked it as an extreme minimalist until I didn't. I couldn't find anywhere in the lifestyle, and maybe this was just a me problem. It was probably just a me problem. I couldn't find ways of finding the nuance of but it makes me happy. Isn't that good enough? And I think in my journey, that's kind of the place I'm at now. I'm actually in a place of more of Marie Kondo, where yeah, does it spark joy? Is kind of the paradigm I work from. And so then the question becomes how much clutter can you tolerate? How many material possessions do you want to own? All that good stuff. That's definitely part of the journey. And I think that for me personally, in my long-term minimalism journey, 10 years plus, I have found that honestly, it's not really about the number of stuff. It's just kind of the deeper question. Am I finding fulfillment or practicality out of this object? Do I feel good? And that's kind of the does it spark joy narrative kind of fit into my life. Originally I did try to start from a place of, the first book I actually found was Marie Kondo. I actually did do the whole does it spark joy. I found it didn't help me at first, because everything sparked joy. My makeup sparked joy, my pretty dresses sparked joy. I was damn it, these nice things make me happy. So I decluttered it, and that's my Fumio chapter. And now I'm in my, it's sparking joy, makes me very happy. And it definitely makes me a terrible minimalist, and I'm extremely happy. And I want to share that up because I definitely struggled with that. I was that minimalist who used to go on Reddit and write I had a mental breakdown and I was crying because I owned 2 headphones. What should I do? That was me. And it was a legit mental breakdown. So if you are in that realm, as I know a lot of my fellow minimalists, a lot of my fellow subscribers are minimalists, yeah, I want to share that up. That I think that Marie Kondo, and this is not to shame Fumio by any stretch of the imagination, their philosophies are just tools at the end of the day. But I think that there's actually a lot of validity in what Marie Kondo has to say about does it spark joy. I think is a great tool and a great paradigm in which to look at things in your minimalism journey. Having an object that makes you happy, I think, is a very valid, it's an extremely valid reason to keep something. Okay, so coming in at number 2, asking yourself what season you're in. I think that an issue that I really struggled with was realizing that these are chapters in my life, these are seasons in my life. And so when I go through chapters and seasons of my life, things will get inevitably decluttered, and I will also introduce new things into my life, and it becomes the cycle. And I had this misconception, or I thought of my minimalism journey as like this stagnant thing where it's like what I've already decluttered cannot re-enter, and where I'm going cannot have new things, and things I've let go of cannot come back. I had this mental blockade. These were barriers, these were boundaries that I had in place, which I don't have anymore, and have helped me tremendously. Understanding the season that I'm in, also understanding that like, oh, I'm ending a season right now and I'm entering a new season, has also drastically helped me a lot. And realizing that like new things are entering and things are being let go of, and once new seasons are starting and ending, new things are entering and new things are being let go of. And that has helped me a lot in my minimalism, and something that's helped me long term, because I think when I got down to an extreme minimalism level of things, I felt a lot of shame. I felt a lot of negative emotion about buying something new, bringing something new into my life. And I think it's something that I kind of do see in the minimalism community. I have subscribers who find it very deeply upsetting that I buy something, or I've been gifted something in a PR package, or I've consumed a material good. And I feel like because I struggled with that too, I couldn't stand to see people buy something new. Like, the relationship I had with consumption had become so toxic in my minimalism journey that I really offer up the thing that I offered to myself, or I told myself in the end, was that like, why does it bother you that they've bought something? What does that say about you? And the deeper I dug is like, it violates my minimalism principles. And then I thought, well, your minimum principles must not be very stable if somebody else's actions are disturbing you. So that's what I can offer up, because that's something that I went through. So I totally can understand that other people's actions influencing how you feel means that you are not comfortable in your own philosophies. And it wasn't until I became comfortable in my philosophies, like in my minimalism journey, I don't feel bothered by other people's consumption, other people's decluttering, other people's journeys, because I can understand that like, well, that's just the season they're in, and that has nothing to do with my season, and like, that's perfectly fine. And like, I wish them happiness, because at the core of it, you can only wish other people happy if you yourself are happy as well. If you are miserable, it is impossible to be happy for another person. Coming in at number 3, are you enjoying the minimalism mask? That's something that I can also offer up if you are on a minimalism journey and you feel like quitting, or you feel like you just don't want to be part of this lifestyle anymore, or you just feel very like conflicted. And I think I speak more so to the conflicting feeling, that feeling of like, well, I want to be like this, or like, how can she do this, or how can she do that? Like, I bet I could, but I can't, or I wish that was me. Those type of narratives, I definitely went through that too. I would see like social media influencers get like PR packages, and like, this is in the beginning of my minimalism journey, or my influencer career, or my YouTube career, and I was like, I don't get PR packages. I don't understand why is she more deserving than me? And so I had a lot of these internal conflicts, and I think that my minimalism journey was rough during those years, because like, I couldn't accept the mask. I couldn't accept that I had to fill the niche. And so I started cosplaying minimalism, like a minimalist. I started wearing all beige, all black, so that I could look like my niche on the internet. And I have documented all of it on my channel so you guys could see. And I was rewarded for looking like the minimalism mask. And so the question that I offered to you is, are you happy in the mask? If you find that you are unhappy with like, I'm not being a good minimalist because you don't look like the Pinterest pictures that you see on the internet, you have to ask yourself a deeper question. Are you just cosplaying? Like, is that the goal? And again, there's nothing wrong with cosplay. You might find that, yeah, that really truly is the mask that you want to wear. But the thing that I want to offer up, and something that has really freed me, is that like, minimalism, and this is something that's a Buddhistic principle and not a minimalistic principle, is that everything that you do is a mask. And if you can accept that all of it is just a mask, then you have freedom in saying, well, my minimalism can look like this, or my minimalism can look like a caricature of minimalism. Do I look like the minimalist on the internet? Do I look like this? Do I look like that? At some point, you need to ask yourself what aspects of your minimalism are truly serving you, and what aspects are just restrictions, boundaries, or guidelines, or rules that you have implemented or put onto yourself, or forced onto yourself in order to be a good minimalist or accepted by the minimalism community. Because at the end of the day, I would like to think that your minimalism journey is for you to find your true self. And maybe some parts of minimalism is the true you, and maybe some parts are not, and I think that's perfectly okay. I think at some point too, you might find that like on the other side of your minimalism journey, you've discovered that some of the things that you had liked in the beginning before you became a minimalist was really who you truly were before you found minimalism. So that's all I want to share. If you are on a minimalism journey, it's okay to put the mask on and off. So yeah, I hope that you could have enjoyed this video. Happy minimalisming it up, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.